Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Derek, and this is High Five Resale Shop. This is our YouTube channel where we tell you what you can sell on eBay for a profit. Busy day this morning. I hope that everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. And we had a birthday in the house yesterday. One of our daughters turned 8 years old, and then my wife's birthday is tomorrow. So we have a couple birthdays right in a row. But we had a really good weekend at High Five Resale Shop. We had 30 items that sold over the course of the weekend, and we made a total of $650 gross sales over the weekend. That does not include fees and shipping. So I'm sure I'll spend about $100 shipping out stuff today. And then, I don't know, fees will be about maybe $75 too. So let's go through the things that sold from Friday on. Let me see what time on Friday. Because I did have to ship out on Friday, because Friday the post office was open. Obviously, I shipped a bunch of stuff out from Thanksgiving Day, Wednesday, late Thanksgiving Day, and then early on Friday. And so 2:25 p.m. is the first item. So let's find that. Where is that? It's probably over here. Okay. So this is a little paperback book. It's There Is a Miracle in Your Mouth by John Osteen. So that's Joel's dad. This was printed back in 1971, and it's a 29-page booklet. It's kind of small. It's got highlighting in it. It's got a 1971 car wash ticket in it as well. I just kind of leave that stuff in there. So that sold for $10 plus shipping on top. Old religious text. That's not really old. It's only from 1971, but what is that? Over 50 years old. So and it's got the name to it, so Joel and John Osteen, so people would know the name. So it would come up in a search if people were looking for stuff. So that kind of stuff would sell. Not all of it's worth something, but sometimes the earlier stuff that they print is. The next item is a pair of pants that sold. It took me about 30 minutes to gather all this stuff up from the store in the storage area. So these pants are Giorgio Sans Angelo, blue, green plaid, tartan, size 12 large with the pleats in the front, tapered pants. Very 90s. They're wool, so they're lined. And these vintage pants, doesn't say vintage in the title, but it should, sold for $24.50 plus shipping. Let me just set it right there. Okay, the next item was another book, paperback, super calcium counter. This is new. It's got no, this spine is in perfect condition, so nobody folded it over to read it. There's no writing in it, as far as I can see. No writing in it. It is new. Bought it from a bookstore, and this I got it in a clean out where the lady had basically an entire bookstore in her apartment. Most of the books in there were new, and they had like receipts hanging out of them most of the time. So this one sold for $17.50 plus shipping on top. The next item is a sweatshirt. More like it's not really a heavy sweatshirt. It's kind of a light t-shirt, I guess. It is unbranded. I couldn't get a name on it, and I don't know if I looked up the RN number. No, there's no RN number on here. So So this is unbranded. It's probably like a Temu special or something. I don't know, Shein or one of the other fast fashion things, but it's sold still nonetheless. It's a 2X XXL pink gray long sleeve blouse shirt, and that sold for $9 plus shipping. So it didn't sell for a lot, but being that's a 2X, probably that's what sold it there. RN number. Let me get over here to my bookmarks. So RN numbers, you can find them on the tag, and it's like a 6 or 7 digit number. And if you go to, let's see here, it's FTC, Federal Trade Commission, ftc.gov /account /basic search, you will find the RN database search bar. And you can type in your number there, and it'll tell you exactly what company made that item. So if it's Nike has a specific number, Under Armour has a number, Polo has a number. So that is how you would find out if you're missing a tag. Up here, there's no tag. Down here, there's usually a tag down on the seam, like down in here. Maybe in the inside, like right there, would be a tag. T-shirts usually don't have them. But you would see the RN number, and you could type that in and see who sold that item. This doesn't have really good writing on it, so I wouldn't be able to show you with that one. When we get to another piece of clothing, I'll show you that. The next item that sold is a little Warner Studio plush. I'm going to take him out of here so I can show you. I bought him at just a garage sale. I'm going to cut this open. Bought him at a garage sale with a bunch of other plush. Kind of back when I was restarting my eBay store, and I'd been watching, Commonwealth Picker pick up plush all the time, and Harry Tornado pick up plush all the time. So I grabbed a bunch, and this, the Batman the Dark Knight plush, it's 10 inches. This guy sold for $28 plus shipping on top, and he's got his tag here, Warner Brothers. So that's that, $28 plus shipping for a 10-inch plush. Pretty good there. I did have to wait over a year to sell that. So the next item that sold is Roger Waters' The Wall. It's a 2 CD set, and it is broken here, and I mentioned that, and I don't have a 2 CD case to replace it with, but I have mentioned it in the listing that this cover part is broken, and I don't have any way of replacing it. If I had one, I would replace it. But that sold for $3.49 plus shipping on top. Since it sold for like $3.49, I'm not really gonna do a lot of efforting to try and fix this case, but $3.49 plus shipping. The next item is something I've had since I moved from Chicago. It's just been sitting in a box. It's this new Amish Country Wood single bottle wine holder, modern countertop arch. So you put it like this, and you stick your wine bottle in here, and it just sits there. It's artistic looking. So this is new with tag from the Amish Country store that it came from. This sold for $10 plus shipping on top. So that was pretty cool. Had that for, I only had it up for less than 4 months, but I've had that forever. It just is sitting in my death pile forever. The next item that sold is this Nora Roberts, JT Robb collaboration, Remember When, 2009 audiobook. That sold for $8 plus shipping on top. The next item It's another one of these bags that I sealed up. It's a pair of shoes from Ivanka Trump. It's suede leather, almond toe, with a zip ankle. So these shoes sold for $18 plus shipping on top. I will wrap each of those shoes up in tissue paper so that they don't mark each other up on the way to where they're going. $18 plus shipping on top for that. The next item that sold came from one of the first videos from the channel that I did, which is hold on a second. Sorry about the extra noise there. The dog brought his chew toy. Okay, so the next item that sold was from the sports lot that I bought. It's one of the first videos that we did on this channel, one of the early ones. And this is an autograph, Harmon Killebrew autograph, and like it's kind of got a little COA at the bottom of it, and then it's got a stat line and stuff like that. So there's a COA at the bottom of it, picture and stats. That sold for $20 plus shipping on top. That's going to take a little bit to ship. Probably a little Frankenbox there. The next item is sold, I've had this over a year, is this Space Jam new with tags Christmas stocking. So this sold for $6.99 plus shipping on top. I'm happy to get that out of here. In the past 2 weeks, that LeBron item and then the other LeBron item that I had, which was a bunch of magazines, have both sold, and I'm thankful to get rid of that stuff. So if you don't know, I grew up in the 90s in Chicago, so it's all about Michael Jordan, if you know what I mean. The next item that's sold is Richard Petty die-cast car. It's a bank, actually. It's got a little slot here. You put your money in and you can get it out underneath. The hood opens and the trunk opens. It's got a nice paint job on it, and it comes with the box, and that sold for $14.49. That came out of a storage locker that we bought, so that's great. The next item that sold is a Michael Kors shirt. This blue and white striped Michael Kors dress shirt with a spread collar, slim fit, 16 neck, 34-35 sleeve, and that sold for $10.99 plus shipping on top. The next item that sold after that was this Margaritaville shirt. It is from my closet. Kind of grew out of it. But it's got it's 5 o'clock somewhere kind of stuff going on it, and it is true Margaritaville. It's got the tag, and it sold for $11.99 plus shipping on top. Happy to see that go to somebody else, some other parrot head. The next item that's sold is this Zumba kit, or this Zumba box set. I bought this at a garage sale like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I might even put it in the video showing you what I bought from that. So it's got this dance CD in it, and it's got a 3 DVD workout thing in it, and it's got a workbook in it, and then it's got the weights. It's got the slightest smell of smoke to it, which I hope does not bother the person that gets it. I marked it as used, so $13.99 plus shipping on top. I'll probably just wrap this because this box is pretty good. Probably just wrap it in cardboard and send it back on out. The next item that's sold is a Boyd's Bear. Where is that guy? Oh, it's here. Boyd's Bear. Let's see if I can get a picture of it. This guy, these shoebox bears, these little figurines, $10 plus shipping on top. Nothing special there. The next item that's sold is a group of magazines. So when I got the CD store, the dude also gave me a bunch of magazines that he had in his store, and he threw these in as a freebie. So I listed them in groups of things that went together. So this is got one of Metallica, and one of Van Halen, and one of AC/DC. And those sold for $10 plus shipping on top. The thing I love about AC/DC is that they make no bones about it. I think Angus Young was once asked why Ball Breaker sounded like another album that they had. Back in Black, it could be anything. Stiff Upper Lip. He was asked why Stiff Upper Lip sounded like Ball Breaker, and he told the reporter, he said, "We've been making the same album for the last 20 years. I don't know what you think we're doing, but we're not really original. We're just making the same album over and over again." Which is funny, which I thought was very funny. The next item is this black vintage trench coat, and it's from Wally Reed in Evanston, Illinois, and it says it's a medium and it's lined. It's in good shape for a vintage piece of clothing. The next item that's sold is a sweater, a J. Jill sweater. The trench coat sold for $20.99 plus shipping on top. Sorry. Here's the sweater, J. Jill. It's like a pink and gray sweater. Really nice, a little oversized, and it's an extra large, and this sold for $14 plus shipping on top. The next item that sold was a CD. I didn't quite like the transaction on this, but I went with it. It's one of those where they're like, this is the highest amount I'll pay for it. Okay, I mean, like, whatever. I mean, it's a CD, dude, and I was asking $4.50 for it. So this CD, Tantric, which I think is alt rock and metal, this sold for $3.50 plus shipping on top, and I asked the guy for $4.50. So, and he was like, it's not worth $4.50, but it is worth $3.50, I guess. The next item that's sold is this Evan Picone velour tracksuit. So it's got the tracksuit pants. It's got like a pocket on the side, and then it's got the velour tracksuit top. This set sold for $24.49 plus shipping on top. So that was a good sale. The next item was this Vans off the wall stocking cap with a palm, and that sold for $12 plus shipping on top. So that came out of a storage locker as well. The next item that sold, this is the first pair of pants from this garage sale that I was able to sell. These are Wrangler 36-32 denim blue jeans, straight leg, medium wash. These sold for $11.20. I'm not really impressed with that amount for those pants. The next item is this here. Person was really interested to make sure there was nothing wrong with this sweater. This is a vintage NHL Chicago Blackhawks large crew neck sweatshirt. And you can see the graphic there. And then the tag from Contender, I think it was, Competition. And it was made in the good old US of A. So this one, when I saw it in my pile of clothes, I knew it would sell for a little bit. This sold for $26.59 plus shipping on top. So nice vintage shirt sale there. The next item that sold is this David Axelrod CD, Songs of Experience. Jazz, rock, pop. This sold for $20 plus shipping on top. So that was a good CD sale. The next person bought 3 CDs in a group. He bought this Mac McAnally CD. I love Mac McAnally. He traveled with Jimmy Buffett. He was his main guitarist and songwriter. And the next one was Men at Work. Contraband, the best of Men at Work. So this is a really good CD. It's got a lot of great songs on it. And then I don't know if I'm gonna have to replace that, but Janice Ian, Night Rains. I don't know anything about her. Folk rock, pop. Those 3 CDs sold for $27.99. The next is another CD sold, Miranda Lambert, Kerosene, Country Music. This sold for $4.99. The next thing that sold was this jacket. This Land's End. It'd be pretty warm. Winter jacket, full zip front, navy blue with the red inside. Large 14-16 women's. This sold for $15 plus shipping. The next thing that sold was another one of these Brian White sealed CDs, Country Music. And he, if you didn't know, I might have to get another one because it's got a crack in the back. If you didn't know, he sang From This Moment On with Shania Twain. So he's the duet singer in that, and that is on that CD. The next thing, I think the last thing, and the next and last thing is this Lily Red Nora Roberts audiobook, CD audiobook. That sold for $8 plus shipping on top. This one, if I didn't say it, $7.13 plus shipping on top. So I think that's everything. And if you have any questions, you like to see me, you like me to answer a specific question on the channel, just put it in the comment section down below. I'd love to answer any questions that people have, whether it's about eBay in general or what I specifically am doing with eBay. But that's about all I got today. I got to ship out 30 items here and give them to the post office. And like, comment, subscribe, and do all that. And let me know if you have a question. Put it in the comment section, and peace. We'll see you next time.